Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Today we have a TTM top 5 of the week and we head into round 7 at Great Britain for the Silverstone Grand Prix. Silverstone, being the home Grand Prix for top tier motorsport, provides plenty of overtaking opportunities for the drivers to get amongst the battles. We've got plenty of good clips this week, so without further ado, let's get into it. In number 5, we have TTM LMB 17 in the tier 1 race in the Red Bull, heading through Brooklands now, behind a small train just ahead of him, biding his time well, trying to wait for an opportunity to land. And just ahead of him, Dodos makes a bit of an error there out of the exit of Luffield. LMB capitalizes on this, going down the inside of Woodcut on Dodos, using the ERS to make sure he can get the move done. Now heading up towards Cops, getting ahead of Dodos to complete that move. Now moving on to number 4. We have TTM Pivot in the Alpine of tier 2, heading down the Hanger Straight, using the overtake and the DRS. Ahead of him he has Comfy Uni, the Alfa Romeo team boss and tier 2 driver, coming side by side almost. They're coming through Stone, but Comfy Uni currently has the advantage over Pivot. Late on the brakes, down into Vale, going side by side still now through Club. But having the outside line, he has much more traction. Pivot completes this move, coming around to start number lap 19. Number 3. We now go on board with the Mercedes driver of AMS Partick in tier 1, coming down Hanger Straight once again, very similar to Pivot from before. Just ahead of him, he has the Alpine of Brian Evans, narrowly going side by side of him there, coming through Stowe, still side by side with the Alpine driver, late on the brakes, come around the outside this time though, holding it very nicely through Vale, into Club, and makes the move done. A big shout out to Partick as well, getting his first race win. Number 2. We're now on board with PSR Placky, once again in tier 1, this time in the Alfa Romeo. The reserve driver has a hash just ahead of him of Alessandro, coming up now towards Brooklands, getting very close to the gearbox there of Alessandro, now heading up around Luffield, biding his time very well, maybe trying to look for an opportunity, and Dodos again makes a similar mistake to earlier, but this time PSR Placky capitalizes on 2 drivers and makes the move stick. Beautiful work there by the Paradox Sim Racing driver. Number 1. This week we have TTM Kenyon, who takes the top spot, narrowly missing out last week. Coming into farm now, side by side with the hash driver. He's got another hash breathing down his gearbox as well, but still holding it side by side, coming around turn 3 now, and it's going to be a drag race coming around Village onto the straight, and Kenyon just narrowly pips the hash driver there. Great battling between Kenyon and Alessandro. Magnificent battle. Remember guys, go and drop a follow to all our socials to be updated, and if you haven't already, get involved with the league. We will see you next week.